Hello guys and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to talk about Enhancement Shaman in Battle for Azeroth and all the changes they have been going through. So the talents, the spells, the rotation. So let's take a look at that. And let's start with the spell book as usually. So the spell book is about 3 pages, but you only have spells on 2 pages. Again, that just shows us that Shamans is going to have more spells than most of the classes. If you play, let's say, Warrior or Hunter, you're only going to have 1.5 page of spells, and then on the second page it will only be passive in the right side. But as Shaman you have 2 pages full of spells, and then a third page with passives. So if you like to have a lot of spells, well, Shaman is your call. Okay, so let's go through the spells. I will say if there's anything new or changed of the spells, but as it's just the same spells, I will just quickly look on them. So we have our Riz, extra Heartstone. We have the normally cooldown where we can take less damage in 8 seconds. Bloodlust, that gives everyone more haste. Our main raid ability. Capacitator totem is now the stun totem that every shaman spec will have. Before you had to talent it, but now every shaman spec is going to have it as a ability. Cleanse, remove a curse. Crash lightning, your AoE spell. Earthbind, well, makes your enemies slower. Farsight, so you can see far away. Fear Spirit, one of your cooldowns. Flame launch, flame tongue, damage ability. Frostbrand, damage ability and slow for your enemies. Ghost Wolf, to run fast away. Healing Surge, your main healing, self-healing spell. Hex, for hexing your enemies, if you want to make them tough rock. Lava Lash, damage ability. Lightning Bolt, ranger damage ability. Purge, removing a magic on your enemies. Rockbiter, one of your main filler spells for generating Maelstrom. Spirit Walk, a cooldown that makes you run faster. Storm Strike, damage ability. Tremor Totem, I cannot remember if we had this in Legion, but it removes fear and charms and sleep of all you and your friends in 30 yards. Water Walking, yeah, it says itself. Wind Shear, your interrupting ability, so if you are against a caster you can interrupt them and it's ranged. That is pretty neat. I mean, if you play Warrior it's melee and you have to go close to them, but as Shaman you can just shock them on 30 yards. Then we have 5 passive abilities. Your auto attacks and Burn Fury attacks generate 5 Maelstrom. Mastery, increase your chance to trigger Stormbringer and Wind Fury by 2.26%, and increase all your fire, frost and nature damage you deal by 65%. 56%. Reincarnation allows you to resurrect yourself every 30 minutes. Stormbringer, your weapon attacks have 7% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Storm Strike and cause your next Storm Strike to cost 100% less Maelstrom and trigger no cooldown. Wind Fury, each of your main hand attacks has a 27% chance to trigger 2 extra attacks, dealing 141 physical damage. So that means your mastery is actually increasing the Wind Fury for every of your main abilities. So let's look at the rotation. So the first thing you want to use is Flame Tongue, so every time you attack you deal fire damage. Then you want to spam Rockbiter to get some more Maelstrom. And then you want to use Storm Strike every time you can. Every time you can use Storm Strike, you have to use it. And when you have too much Maelstrom as now, and I cannot use Storm Strike, you want to spam Lava Lash, and then Rockbite again, and then back to Storm Strike. So keep up the Flame Tongue, spam Rockbiter when you need Maelstrom, and use Storm Strike every time you can. And when Storm Strike is on cooldown and you have too much Maelstrom, spam Lava Lash to have like a filler. So that's the rotation. So from that I cannot really see any difference from Battle for Azeroth and Legion, it's basically the same rotation. So let's go through the talents. Okay, so the first row. Flame Tongue now causes the target to burn for 1000 damage over 6 seconds. I mean, that's new. Now we also burn them. That's pretty cool. So against rogues or stealthers, we have a little burn now. That helps. Melee attacks with Flame Tongue active have a chance to make your next Lava Lash cost no Maelstrom and deal 100% increased damage. Okay, we used to have that one, but cool. Overcharge, Lightning Bolt now consume up to 40% Maelstrom, 40 Maelstrom. For now, up to 1200 increased damage, but has a 10-second cooldown. So you can use your Maelstrom on the Lightning Bolt that deals a lot of damage. Well, it will be about 1500 damage, and I mean that's almost the same as a Storm Strike. So you will actually get a ranged Storm Strike and it costs a bit more than your normal Storm Strike. But I'd probably take Searing Assault. I think the burning is pretty nice. Then we have Spirit Wolf. So every second your Spirit Wolf will reduce damage and move faster and stack up to 4 times. Earth Shield will give you a shield that heals you a bit more. So every time you get attacked it will heal you, and it has 9 effects. Static Charge, every time you stun a person with your Capacitator Totem, it reduces the cooldown of 5 seconds, and you can stun up to 4 targets that will reduce the cooldown by 24 seconds. Landslide, Rockbiter has a 20% chance to increase the damage of your next Storm Strike within 10 seconds by 100. So this is new. Before it was just one who increased all your guilty by 6, I think, for every time you use the spell. But now it gives Rockbiter a 20% chance to increase Storm Strike damage by 100 for the next 10 seconds. That's pretty cool. Hailstorm, Frostbite now also enhance your weapon damage, causing each of your weapon attacks to also deal 43 damage. That's not much, but it's a beginning. Lightning Shield, surround yourself with a shield of lightning. Melee attacks have chance to suffer. Melee attackers have chance to suffer 120 nature damage, and add a charge to your shield when you Storm Strike gains 2 charges. At 15 charges, the shield discharge and forms a lightning feral spirit to fight for you for 10 seconds. That's pretty cool. I have to try that. So I can have a lightning shield and earth shield. Wow, looks weird. Okay. So we want to go up on 15 charges. And now there's a feral spirit fighting for me 15 seconds. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And your lightning shield deals more damage also. Okay. So it's only when people attack you it deals damage. So it doesn't help you actually. So it only helps you. It only helps you when you summon the beast, and it's not that often it gets summoned. So I will probably think Lightning Shield will only be for PvP, and Landslide or Hailstorm will actually be for PvE. Boulder Fist. Rockbiter's recharge time is reduced by 15 and it deals 20% increased damage. Forceful Winds. Windfury attunes your weapon to the nearby winds, causing each successive Windfury attack within 15 seconds to increase the damage of Windfury by 100 and the Maelstrom generated by 1 staying out to 5 times. Wow, that was a lot of text. Increase the damage of Windfury by 100 and Maelstrom generated by 1 staying. Okay, so it's... Okay. and Totem Mastery. So you summon 4 totems that will give you different effects. Totem that gives you 1 Maelstrom every second, increase the damage of your Storm Strike by 5, Lava Lash had 5 damage percent increased, increase your chance to trigger in fury by 5. We take a stronger rock bite. Ancestral Guidance, so it heals you for all the damage you deal and 3 injured party members for the next 10 seconds and 20% of your damage. Feral Launch, so if you want to have a charge, that'll probably be a PvP talent. And Wind Rush, that will give all your teammates speed. Take a charge. Crash Lightning also electrifies the ground, leaving an electric field behind which damage enemies within for 189 nature damage over 6 seconds. Fury of Air, 3 Maelstrom plus. Okay, so create like an AoE of you around you that reduce the movement and damage, and it takes Maelstrom every second. Sundering, shattering the line of earth in front of you with your main weapon and dealing a lot of damage, and incapacitate the enemies for 2 seconds. Sundering. Reduce the cooldown of your Feral Spirit by 30 and cause your Feral Spirits to be imbued with fire, frost and lightning, enhancing your abilities. So at the moment it has 2 minutes cooldown, but with this one here it will have 1.5. That's nice. Summon an earthen spike on the enemy, dealing 1400 physical damage, and increase the physical and nature damage you deal to the target by 20 for 10 seconds. Ascendance, transform into an air ascendant for the first 50 seconds, reducing the cooldown of Storm Strike by 80, reducing the cooldown of cost of Storm Strike by 80, and transforming you auto attacks to Storm Strike into wind attacks, which bypass armor and have 30 range. That's also nice, but yeah, it's a pretty nice burst you will have for 50 seconds, but I think that I would take Feral Spirit instead, because I mean, now I can use Feral Spirits every 1.5 minute. And I mean, they are awesome. But it's not like in old days when they actually self-heal. Well, they healed you. I remember they healed you a lot, but not for normal. So Enhancement Shaman doesn't have that much self-heal. They have Earth Shield, and they can use Healing Surge, and it's actually instant cast if you have Maelstrom to it. So okay, it's better than Legion, so a lot better. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, leave down a comment. Please also leave it down a comment if you have any opinion about this spec. What do you think about the new enhancement rotation? Well, not rotation, the rotation is the same, but the spells and the talents. Leave down a comment, what do you think, and thanks for watching guys, have a great day.